May peace be on all of you. Myself, Dr. Majid Khan, Associate Professor, Loknethe Dr. J.D. Pawar, College of Pharmacy, Kalwan, Nasik. I welcome all of you in Lecture 2 of Antibiotic. So in this video, that is in Lecture 2, we will discuss about the structure-activity relationship, mechanism of action of beta-lactam antibiotic and their degradation. Learning outcome. After completion of this topic, student able to understand structure-activity relationship of penicillin, understand mechanism of action of penicillin, and understand the chemical degradation reaction. So now let us start structure-activity relationship. Since penicillin after its clinical application in Second World War proved to be wonder drug in healing of wounds and preventing the infection. Soon after, scientists disappointed due to reactive instability of natural penicillin in acidic and basic medium. For example, benzyl penicillin was found to be relative narrow spectrum and it is susceptible to degradation under acid or basic condition. Certain strain of microorganism carry beta-lactamase enzyme that inactivate the drug by hydrolysis and many patients allergic to it. Many analogues had been synthesized in order to overcome this clinical deficiency in natural penicillin. The main principle behind the drug design was manipulation of polar amide side chain. Variation in this moiety resulted in difference in antibiotic potency and in chemical physical property including stability. The availability of 6-APA, that is amino-penicillinic acid, on commercial scale made possible to synthesize numerous semi-synthetic penicillin modified at acyl amino side chain in 1910. The derivatives were prepared in resistant to beta-lactamase enzyme, particularly those produced by penicillin resistant strain of Staphylococcus aureus. So the main problem of natural penicillin is its instability, mainly in acidic and basic condition, and some patient may show allergic to this penicillin. Therefore, to overcome this, modification is done on the acyl side chain. So in case of the first point, that is the general structure of penicillin. So this one is general structure which contain acyl side chain. So the first point, increasing the steric hindrance at alpha carbon of acyl group increase resistance to Staphylococcus beta-lactamases. For example, methicillin. Maximum resistance observed with quaternary substitution. So here the alpha carbon of acyl group. So this one is alpha carbon. So here there is a mistake, alpha carbon. So this R equal to alpha carbon. Alpha carbon means just neighbor to this carbonyl carbon called as alpha carbon. This alpha carbon may be in the ring form, it may be in heterocyclic ring form or simply aliphatic form. So if we increase the steric hindrance on this alpha carbon, there is an increase the resistance against the beta-lactamase enzyme which is present in bacteria, and maximum resistance observed with quaternary substitution. So on alpha carbon, if we increase the bulkiness or steric hindrance, then there is an increase the resistance against the beta-lactamase enzyme. B point, the compound in which alpha carbon of acyl group should be the part of aromatic like phenyl and naphthyl, or it may be heteroaromatic like 4-isoxazoyl system, increase the steric hindrance. So again here this alpha carbon just neighbor to carbonyl carbon. It may be in ring form like phenyl naphthyl, or it may be in heteroaromatic form like isoxazoyl. So if we increase the steric hindrance at alpha carbon, there is an increase in the resistance against the beta lactamase enzyme. Next point, substitution at ortho position of phenyl ring, for example methicillin 2,6-dimethoxy group, or 2 position of 1 naphthyl system, that is 2-ethoxy in napsicillin, increasing the steric hindrance of acyl group and give more beta lactamase resistance as compared to unsubstituted compound, or those substituted at position more distance from alpha carbon. So here the structure of methicillin. So it is a carbonyl carbon, just neighbor it is called as alpha carbon. Here it is in cyclic form, phenyl form. So this one is alpha carbon, and ortho to this alpha carbon there is a methoxy group. So here there is a bulkiness and there is a steric hindrance. So this bulkiness and steric hindrance protect this carbon and therefore protect this beta lactam ring also. Similarly, in case of napsicillin, this alpha carbon is a part of naphthalene ring, and ortho to this alpha carbon there is a ethoxy group. So here also there is a more bulkiness or steric hindrance. Therefore, these two drugs show more resistance against the beta lactamase enzyme. Next point, bulkier substituents are required to confer effective beta lactamase resistance among 5-member ring heterocyclic derivative. For example, in case of oxacillin and cloxacillin, both 3-aryl and 5-methyl group are required for effectiveness against beta lactamase producing Staphylococcus aureus. So here if the alpha carbon is in form of 5-member ring, for example that is oxacillin and cloxacillin, so it is the structure of oxacillin and this one is cloxacillin. So here again also it is a carbonyl carbon. Here the alpha carbon is in 5-member ring, and ortho to this alpha carbon there is a phenyl ring, and here there is a methyl ring. Similarly, in case of cloxacillin, here alpha carbon in 5-member form, then ortho to this alpha there is a phenyl ring and methyl ring. So it also increases the activity against the beta lactamase enzyme. So this point is related to the alpha carbon atom which is in 5-member form. Next point, beta lactamase resistant penicillin tends to comparatively lipophilic that do not penetrate well into gram-negative bacteria. So here the penicillin which show resistance against the beta lactamase enzyme is lipophilic and therefore they do not penetrate into the gram-negative bacteria. Next point, isoxazoyl penicillin, particularly with electron withdrawing group in 3-phenyl groups such as chlorofluoro, for example cloxacillin, dicloxacillin, fluoxacillin, are also resistant to acid catalyzed hydrolysis of beta lactam. So here structure is dicloxacillin. So here there is alpha carbon just neighbor to carbonyl. So this one is alpha carbon which is the part of this heterocyclic ring. Then this alpha carbon just neighbor to alpha carbon there is a phenyl ring which contain halogen which is an electron withdrawing group. So this electron withdrawing group increase the activity against the it show the resistance against the acid catalyzed hydrolysis. So the natural penicillin having 2 drawbacks, that is hydrolysis by the beta lactamase enzyme or acid and base hydrolysis. But here in case of dicloxacillin, when there is an electron withdrawing group on phenyl ring which is alpha to alpha carbon, then there is a increase the resistance to acid catalyzed hydrolysis. So this dicloxacillin show the resistance to acid hydrolysis. Next point, steric factor that confer beta lactamase resistance, however, do not necessarily also confer stability of acid. For example, methicillin having electron donating group ortho to carbonyl carbon is even more labile to acid catalyzed hydrolysis than penicillin G because of more rapid formation of penicillinic acid derivative. So in case of methicillin, which show resistance against the beta lactamase activity, but it also having the electron donating group, therefore it is an acid labile. So it is not necessary that steric factor increase beta lactamase resistance, however do not necessarily confer the stability against the acid. So methicillin, which is a beta lactamase resistance drug, but due to it contain electron donating group, then it is acid labile. Next point, introduction of ionized or polar group into alpha position on benzyl carbon of penicillin G confer activity against gram-negative bacilli. Example, ampicillin and amoxicillin are effective against gram-negative bacteria such as Escherichia coli, Salmonella, Shigella, Haemophilus, etc. So introduction of ionized or polar group, where that is alpha position of benzyl carbon of penicillin G. So introduction of polar group. So here NH2 group is there on alpha carbon of penicillin G. So penicillin G, on penicillin G there is alpha carbon. So in case of penicillin G, this one is alpha carbon. So on this alpha carbon, if we introduce ionized or polar group, then it is effective against the gram-negative bacilli. So example is ampicillin. So it is a structure of ampicillin, and there is a amoxicillin. So here NH2 group is present on the alpha carbon of benzyl penicillin. Introduction of alpha amino group in ampicillin and amoxicillin create additional chiral center, but here only D isomer is 2 to 8 times more active than L isomer. So due to introduction of NH2 group, there is a generation of chiral carbon. So here D isomer, that is capital D isomer, is 2 to 8 times more active than L isomer. So here D isomer means NH2 group on right side, and L isomer means NH2 group on in left side. So D isomer is more active than the L isomer. Next point, the substitution of electron withdrawing group in alpha position of benzyl penicillin stabilize the penicillin towards the acid catalyzed hydrolysis. The increased stability imparted by such electron withdrawing group decrease the reactivity, that is nucleophilicity, of side chain amide carbonyl oxygen toward participation in ring opening to form penicillinic acid. So again here, when we put electron withdrawing group on alpha position of benzyl penicillin, that is penicillin G. So if we put electron withdrawing group on alpha position of penicillin G, there is a increase the activity against acid catalyzed hydrolysis. So example is ampicillin and penicillin V. So it is a structure of penicillin V here. So here on alpha carbon there is a phenoxy group. So therefore it is resistance against, it shows the resistance against the acid hydrolysis. Next point, incorporation of acidic substituent at alpha benzyl carbon of penicillin G also impart clinical effectiveness against gram-negative bacilli, and furthermore extend the spectrum of activity to include organism resistance ampicillin. So here again same point, on alpha carbon of penicillin G, if we incorporate acidic substituent, then it impart the clinical effectiveness against the gram-negative bacilli. For example, carbonicillin. So here there is a structure of carbonicillin. So here on alpha carbon of penicillin G, there is an acidic group on alpha carbon. So carbonicillin is active against ampicillin sensitive gram-negative species and additional gram-negative bacilli of genera Pseudomonas, Klebsiella, Enterobacter. So in case of in penicillin G, alpha carbon is present. On this alpha carbon, if we put acidic group, then it gives the carbenicillin, which show the effectiveness against the gram-negative bacilli. Next point, the free penicillin are not suitable for oral or parenteral administration. They are utilized hence in the form of sodium potassium salt. For the depot preparation, penicillin are treated with organic bases like protein benzathine. These organic salts have limited water solubility, hence can release the drug over a long period. The next point, acyl uridopenicillin derivative of ampicillin like mesleucillin and piperacillin penetrate through bacterial envelope and hence have high potency, but they are unstable in stomach, hence not available orally. So it is the new derivative. It is called as aryl urido derivative, mesleucillin and piperacillin. So here it is a ampicillin derivative called as aryl urido derivative. So it is a urea-like structure instead of NH2 group. So here one hydrogen of NH2 group is replaced by this group, that is called as urido analog. Similarly, in case of piperacillin, there is a urea-like structure. So these drugs penetrate through bacterial envelope and hence high potency, but they are unstable in stomach, that is in acidic condition, therefore not available orally. So it is about the SAR of penicillin. Now next is mechanism of action. So regarding mechanism, the penicillin binding protein called as PBP, which is a part of transpeptidase enzyme. This enzyme normally resides in bacterial intermembrane and perform construction, repair and housekeeping function, maintaining cell wall integrity and playing vital role in cell growth and division. The cell wall transpeptidase uses serine hydroxyl group to attach D-alanine unit, forming covalent bond, and terminal D-alanine, which is released by this action, diffuse away. The enzyme peptidoglycan complex is attacked by free amino end of pentaglycyl unit of adjacent strain, regenerating transpeptidase active site for further catalytic action. So normally there is an enzyme that is called as transpeptidase enzyme. This transpeptidase enzyme present in the membrane of bacteria. This transpeptidase enzyme consists of a protein called as penicillin binding protein, PBP. This PBP contains serine hydroxyl group, that is CH2OH. So this transpeptidase enzyme utilizes D-alanine for cell wall synthesis. So it is the reaction in which transpeptidase enzyme, which contains PBP, penicillin binding protein, and which contains serine hydroxyl group. So this hydroxyl group attack to carbonyl group of D-alanine segment. So by this reaction it attack carbonyl group, then it become N minus, like this. So it form this type of structure. After that, pentaglycyl unit attack to this carbonyl carbon. So here NH2 lone pair attack to this carbonyl carbon. Again this enzyme is separated and there is a formation of this D-alanine complex. So here there is a one molecule of D-alanine is separated. So again transpeptidase enzyme, it contains PBP, which contains serine hydroxyl group. This serine OH attack to this carbonyl carbon, then this bond is break and this part, that is D-alanine, one D-alanine is separated and diffuse away, and there is attachment of this transpeptidase to this one molecule of D-alanine. After that, pentaglycyl unit is attached to this complex, and there is again separation of this uh, enzyme, and there is a generation of one part of cell wall. So it is a normal process how transpeptidase enzyme uses D-alanine and form the cell wall. Now the present belief is that penicillin and other beta-lactam antibiotic resembles closely the geometry of acylated D-alanine part of cell wall, and that the enzyme transpeptidase mistakenly accepted beta-lactam antibiotic as its normal substrate. The highly strain of beta-lactam ring is much more reactive than normal amide, particularly when fused into appropriate bicyclic system. The intermediate acyl enzyme complex, however, rather different structurally from normal intermediate in that the hydrolysis does not break penicillin into two pieces as it does with normal substrate in penicillin. The heterocyclic residue is still covalently bonded and cannot diffuse away as natural terminal D-alanine unit does. This prevents steric barrier to approach by pentaglycyl unit. Thus, enzyme transpeptidase not regenerated, the resulting cell wall is structurally weak and subject to cell lysis, and cell rapidly dies. So here we see the normal process how transpeptidase enzyme is involved in cell wall synthesis. Now our penicillin, which having structural similarity with cell D-alanine structure in geometry. Therefore, due to the structural similarity, transpeptidase enzyme mistakenly accepted penicillin instead of D-alanine complex, and thus the first step is same, that is attack of this serine molecule to this beta-lactam ring. But here there is a no breakage of this beta-lactam ring because it is more strong, and there is a no separation of D-alanine, which generally separated as a normal process. So by this way, these drugs inhibit the cell wall synthesis. So in short, transpeptidase enzyme, which contain PBP, penicillin binding protein, it uses D-alanine for cell wall synthesis by this mechanism. So due to structural similarity of penicillin with this D-alanine segment, the transpeptidase enzyme mistakenly accepted penicillin, and therefore it react with penicillin, but there is a no breakage of penicillin molecule, and there is a disturbances in the cell wall synthesis. So by this way, penicillin act by inhibiting the cell wall synthesis. The next point is chemical degradation of penicillin. Penicillin degradation. The early commercial penicillin was yellow to brown amorphous powder that are so unstable that refrigeration was required to maintain reasonable level of activity for short time. Improved purification procedure provided white crystalline material which is used today. Crystalline penicillin must be protected from moisture, but when kept dry, the salt will remain stable for years without refrigeration. Many penicillin have unpleasant taste which must be overcome in the formation of pediatric dosage form. The solubility and other physicochemical property of penicillin are affected by nature of acyl side chain and by cation used to make a salt, sodium and potassium salt of most of penicillin, however, are soluble in water and rapidly absorbed orally or parenterally. The main cause of deterioration of penicillin is the a high reactivity strained lactam ring, particularly to hydrolysis. The course of hydrolysis and nature and nature of degradation product are influenced by the pH of solution. Thus, beta-lactam carbonyl group of penicillin readily undergo nucleophilic attack by water and hydroxyl ion to form inactive penicillinic acid, which reasonably stable in natural or neutral or alkaline solution, but it readily undergo decarboxylation and further hydrolytic reaction in acidic solution. So here in presence of water, so it is the general structure of penicillin. In presence of water, it forms the penicilloic acid. So here there is a attack of hydroxyl group on this carbonyl carbon, it become O minus. Then there is a O minus converted into double bond. This bond is break, it become N minus. Then hydrogen from water attach here like this, so it form penicilloic acid. So penicillin in presence of water undergo hydrolysis to form penicilloic acid. Then next is acid hydrolysis. In that there are two steps. So in presence of acid, penicillin undergo hydrolysis. In that there are two steps. First one is formation of penicillinic acid. So here the process is initiated by protonation of beta-lactam nitrogen followed by nucleophilic attack of acyl carbon on beta-lactam carbonyl carbon, then subsequent opening of beta-lactam ring destabilize thiazolene ring, which then also suffer acid catalyzed ring opening to form penicillinic acid. So here the reaction is given. So here there is a hydrolysis of penicillin in presence of acid, which contain two steps. So here it is a step 1, that is formation of penicillinic acid. So first here there is this lone pair of nitrogen converted into double bond and it become O minus like this. Then there is a protonation. So here on this nitrogen there is a protonation like this. Then this O minus attack to this carbonyl carbon, this bond is break and charge is neutralized, so it forms this type of product. Then again here removal of hydrogen, this bond shifted here, it become double bond, then this bond is break and this hydrogen is attached, it become SH like this, SH. Then after that there is a tautomerism. So in tautomerism this pi bond shifted here and this hydrogen shifted to this nitrogen. So it is about the tautomerism. Then last step is there is a deprotonation. So from this nitrogen which bearing positive charge, hydrogen is removed. So it forms the product that is penicillinic acid. So again I repeat, it is a penicillin structure, general structure. First here nitrogen lone pair converted into double bond, this O minus. Then there is a protonation. So on this nitrogen there is a protonation. After that this O minus attack to this carbonyl carbon, this bond is break, charge is neutralized. Then here removal of hydrogen, this bond shifted here, it become double bond, this bond is break, it become S minus and then hydrogen is attached, it become SH like this. After that there is a tautomerism, pi bond shifted here, hydrogen shifted to this nitrogen, and last step is there is a deprotonation. So from this nitrogen hydrogen is removed, charge is neutralized to form the penicilloic acid. So it is the first step. In presence of acid there is a formation of penicillinic acid. Now in step 2 there are conversion of penicillinic acid, which is a product of first step. So it degraded, here there are two pathway of degradation of penicillinic acid. So it is the pathway first. So in case of step 1 there is a formation of penicillinic acid, and in step 2 degradation of penicillinic acid, which is the product of first step. So here penicillinic acid degraded by two pathway. So here the pathway 1, so it is a penicillinic acid which is a product of first step. Now here there is a pathway of degradation of penicillinic acid, it forms the final product penaldic acid, penicillamine. So here again there is a water molecule attack, OH attack to this carbonyl carbon, this bond is break, it become O minus, then hydrogen attach, it become OH. So here there is a OH and OH attachment. Then again there is a tautomerism, this pi bond shifted here, this hydrogen shifted to this nitrogen like this after tautomerism. Then it formed the penamaldic acid, so it is a penamaldic acid. So this penamaldic acid and this structure is same penamaldic acid, but it draw different way for easy to understand. So this structure and this structure is same. So penicillinic acid first converted into penamaldic acid. Then in penamaldic acid there is a hydrolysis on this bond. Hydrogen added here, OH added here, and this sigma bond is break. So by this way there are formation of two products. First product is this one with NH2 group like this, and second product is this product. So it is a second product. So penamaldic acid after hydrolysis divided into two product, that is penicillamine. It is a penicillamine, and this one is a second product intermediate. Then there is a tautomerism again, pi bond shifted here, this hydrogen shifted here, then it forms the final product penaldic acid. So in step 2, penicillinic acid, which is a product of step 1, is degraded in pathway 1. So penicillinic acid in pathway 1 degraded into penamaldic acid, and then this penamaldic acid converted into penicillamine and penaldic acid. So it is a pathway 1. Now pathway 2. So again here the step 1 product, that is penicillinic acid, degraded by pathway 2. So here product of first step penicillinic acid. So here S minus attack here, this pi bond is break, and here there is a charge development like this. Then this hydride transfer to this charge. Then water molecule attack, OH attack to this carbonyl carbon, this bond is break, it become O minus, hydrogen shifted here, it become OH. So like this there is a two hydroxyl group attached. Again there is a tautomerism, pi bond shifted here, hydrogen shifted here, so it formed the penicilloic acid. So it is a penicilloic acid. Then after removal of CO2 from penicilloic acid, it formed the penyloic acid. It is a penyloic acid. So from this carboxylic group COOH, CO2 is removed, so it formed the penicilloic acid. Again here there is a hydrolysis, OH attack to this carbon, then this bond is break, it become N minus, then hydrogen attach, it become NH like this. Then again here there is a hydrolysis, this bond is break, H attached to S and OH added here. So again there is a formation of two product, that is penicillamine, so it is a penicillamine, and penylaldehyde, so it is a penylaldehyde. So it is a penylaldehyde. And last step is there is a hydrogen is removed, this bond shifted here, it become double bond OH minus, removal of water molecule, it form penicillaldehyde or penylaldehyde. So in pathway 2, penicillinic acid, which is a product of step 1, converted into first penicilloic acid, then into penyloic acid, then into penicillamine, then into penylaldehyde. So again mechanism repeat. So here S attack to this carbon, it pi bond is break, it become charged like this, charge develop, then this hydride transfer, so it become neutralize the charge, then water molecule attack, OH attack to this carbonyl carbon, this bond is break, it become O minus, after that hydrogen is attached, it become OH like this. Then there is a tautomerism, shifting of double bond here, hydrogen shifted to nitrogen, it form penicilloic acid. Then there is a acidic group COOH. From this COOH, CO2 is removed to form penicilloic acid or penyloic acid. Then again water molecule attack, OH attack to this carbon, this bond is break, it become N minus, then hydrogen is attached, it become NH. So here there is a NH2. Again here hydrolysis is taken place, that is OH insert on this side, hydrogen insert on this side. So it formation of two product. First product is this with SH. So here is the first product, this one is, and this one is same product. Then this one is a second product. So from this second product, removal of water molecule by this mechanism, hydrogen removed, it become double bond OH minus, so it form the product called as penylaldehyde. So it is a pathway 2, that is degradation of penicillinic acid into penyloic acid, penicillamine and penylaldehyde. So it is a chemical degradation of penicillin. So in presence of water, then in presence of acid. So in presence of acid, penicillin first converted into penicillinic acid, and then this penicillinic acid undergo two pathway, degradation pathway. In pathway 1, penicillinic acid converted into penamaldic acid, penicillamine, penamaldic acid and penaldic acid. In pathway 2, same penicillinic acid converted into penicilloic acid, penicillamine and penylaldehyde. So it is about the degradation pathway of penicillin. So if you like the video, then subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.